The first real estate investment trust fund, the first in 2017, is set to hit the market via an initial public offer. The size, you've heard, 20 billion naira from Top Services Limited. But First Ali Capital is the one midwifing this offer to the marketplace. Part of the activities to gear up the debt market and the real estate investment market in 2017. Ebenezer Alufowoshe is the founder and managing director of First Ali Capital and is joining me here in the studio. Good morning, and it's good to see you after several years. And
Good morning.
I'm going to say that here. Of course, this is one of the investment bankers, if you're talking about big deals in Nigeria, not with the Access Bank, Eurobond many years ago, and a number of other transactions that he did while he was with Citibank and later GT and Access. So this is the man on Broad Street who knows big money, big transaction, and where the risk return really is. So Ebenezer, let's get on with this business. This 20 billion is for a real estate investment. You think a real estate investment fund is good at this time?
Thank you, Wilson. I'm very pleased to be here. Yes, to go to your question, real estate investment trust is really what the market needs, at this time, an instrument of that nature. We are at a point, where we see investors, entrepreneurs, who have taken the risks, who have invested funds, who have locked in monies, use their equities as well as debt, okay, to create assets. We need to unlock, those cash from those assets and create more. So it's important that we create value, that we continue to create assets, and we continue to create investment instruments, for investors. So this, is the right time. In fact, it's just the beginning. We have to see a whole lot more of this, going forward.
In the commercial side or in the housing estate side?
On both sides, but more importantly, on the retail, retail consumer side, because this is a time when we're looking at empowering farmers, where we are looking at creating, supporting the agricultural sector, where we're looking at supporting small and medium-scale enterprises. They need to get to market. How do they get to market? They need to get their goods to the market, and the safe opportunities that they have, to be able to do this, safe and secure, are through the malls. If you go to some of our state capitals, you see people, in the hot sun, stand under, umbrellas and trying to sell their wares. That cannot take them, to the promised land. What we need are, safe environments, where they can get their goods to the market, and they cannot create these themselves, because these are small, medium-scale businesses. So we need malls, where they can take stands, get their goods into those stores, and get them into the, consumers, ultimately.
And in conditions that will still make them, make them attractive to those who want to purchase them. I don't want to buy a rotten tomato, for example.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Nobody wants a rotten. Nobody wants to purchase rotten tomato, for example.
Exactly.
So you better have it in an atmosphere that is cool and
atmosphere that is cool, that is safe, and that is secure
and clean.
And clean. So those are the four, keywords. And once you have that, you see people in the neighborhood, consumers will come in there, feel comfortable, to purchase these goods. So this is the real time, and we need to create a whole lot, of that.
So you put in infrastructure. Yes. Using this money to put infrastructure behind this set of business, isn't it? This infrastructure is the real estate.
Yes. This, actually, what we are doing is we have Top Services Limited, who have, already committed, into this investment. They've made the investment. They've built the stores, and the malls. So we're looking at 4 malls, 2 in Lagos, 1 in Ibadan, and 1 in Akure. Okay, these malls have already been built with equity, coming from Top Services, as well as debt coming from banks. Now, what we are saying is Top Services need to build more malls. We need more malls in the marketplace. We need to empower the market. We need to create more malls. So how do you do this? So for us as an investment firm, we believe that this is the time to help unlock some of those values.
So if you get 20 billion, let's get a business and
yes.
let's talk about money now.
Yes.
Let's talk about money, because this is what, if you get 20 billion, yes. Where would you expand your footprints?
Okay, the idea if we get 20 billion today is we refinance, Top Services gets back some of those monies that have been used to create those assets, pays back the banks, and then has enough resources to develop more malls. So all that Top Services is doing is reducing its own stake in the mall. So rather than having 100% of the malls and not being able to create new ones. So he's selling down to 70%. He will retain 30%, of the equity interest in these malls going forward, frees 70% to be able to do more. So what we're saying, therefore, is that the cash that is being unlocked, from these assets will then become available to create more malls.
So we're talking more about the IPO itself now. When we talk about managing an IPO process is quite an issue. So what has been achieved as far as the regulatory authorities are concerned?
Well, as far as the regulatory, I'm pleased to say that the SEC has approved, the offer. The stock exchange also has approved the offer.
Which means the rate will be coming for listing?
Yes, which means the rate will be listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. The offer actually opened on the 1st of February and will close on March 10. Okay, so during this period, we expect to receive subscriptions. But as far as all regulatory approvals are concerned, they've all been obtained.
As far as the offer document is concerned, I don't have one here. But give me the basic information. You know the basic information. Okay. Investors listening out there would want to hear what's the size of what I can buy, okay, at what unit price is it coming to me.
Okay. The offer, as you have said, is 20 billion naira. Is 20 million units of 1,000 naira each. So each unit of the REIT is in 1,000 naira, and minimum subscription is 100,000. It's 1,000 units. So if you do 1,000 units at 1,000 naira, that means 1 million. So minimum subscription is 1 million, and then in multiples of 500 units, which is 500,000. So you do 1 million minimum, 1.5, 2 million, and so on. So minimum subscription is 1 million, and then in multiples of 500,000.
And as soon as those who want to get in there, we'll be looking at some things. What is the coupon? What's the tenor? And those details, isn't it?